Hello and welcome to the Gaming Pigeon Special Delivery. My name's Stefan, and we have another episode for you featuring all the gaming highlights and news from the past week. We have quite a bit to get through this week, so let's get it started. First story of the day is that, Pokemon Go has finally released, with all the fanfare and excitement that you might expect from any other Pokemon game on the main console, meaning the 3DS. So you must be wondering, what is Pokemon Go? What is the game by Niantic Labs and Nintendo? It's essentially geocaching with Pokemon, giving you the ability to capture Pokemon, battle Pokemon, and score points for your team, Team Mystic, Team Valor, or Team Instinct, all in augmented reality and using maps from Google. The new game by Nintendo is wildly popular and has far surpassed Twitter as the most downloaded app on both the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store. And all this popularity despite the game not having an actual social aspect or social media aspect included at launch. Despite this, there are heartwarming stories of people around the world teaming up to go Pokemon hunting to find even more elusive Pokemon and add to their collections together. I personally haven't downloaded Pokemon Go just yet, mostly because I really haven't had the time to go out, and I don't exactly like going out without a plan of action, not wandering around and finding myself lost in a place I've never been in before. But that's just me. Well, that's all there is for this story. On to the next one, also involving Pokemon somehow. Next up, the amount of exercise gamers are getting from playing a game is actually surprising them. Pokemon Go is primarily about mashing the worlds of Pokemon and our world together using Google Maps in augmented reality. So when people found out that they would actually have to go out and travel to several places off the beaten path to find the more rare Pokemon, they did not hesitate, picked up their shoes, and went on a hike. Many are finding that they are enjoying the hiking just as much as they are enjoying finding new and rare Pokemon. Many are finding that they have even more in common with the hikers than they once believed and are finding more hikers playing Pokemon Go. The worlds are overlapping, people, and it's good. Now, I personally haven't downloaded Pokemon Go just yet, but I'm very much encouraged by the amount of exercise people are getting out there, and I hope to enjoy just as much, if not more, by downloading it myself one day. Hopefully I can even socialize with people over Pokemon and not make it weird, like normal people do with other conversations. So yeah, Pokemon Go has a lot of good, but in the next story you'll find a little bit of bad too, unfortunately. So on to the next story. Well, the massively popular game did not take long to find its own malware. That's right, everyone. Security researchers at Proofpoint have spotted a malicious Pokemon Go app that masks itself as a Pokemon Go app, but in reality is an app called DroidJack that would give attackers full control over a victim's phone. No need to panic just yet though. The researchers said that they haven't found any actual reports of infected users so far. They just discovered that the malware exists and can be masked with the Pokemon Go app. This news does not affect the United States as it does other countries because Pokemon Go has rolled out in the United States officially. This app has been taking advantage of people who haven't been able to get a hold of Pokemon Go overseas and want to find an unofficial version to download for themselves. The Pokemon Go app is not the only app to look out for though. In addition, be cautious of various Pokemon guides that masquerade as guides to find Pokemon. DroidJack and similar programs can be masquerading as these Pokemon guides or hack apps that are live on Google Play and elsewhere. So watch out, guys. While Google does scan for malware across its app store, its record is spotty when it comes to proactively preventing malware from going live. Finally, on a personal note, I would like to say this sort of stuff is kind of terrifying. I really hope that people are being careful about the apps that they download, even if it's not the Pokemon Go app. There are a lot of people that want to just do terrible things to your phone for no reason other than they have plenty of time on their hands, no life, and they'd rather do something terrible than do something good with their life. Yeah, not great people. Anyway, last story of the day, and it's a pretty big surprise from Sony. Here comes a game dropping like a Beyonce album. Sony is dropping out a stealth release called Kill Strain for the PS4, developed by San Diego Sony Studios. Sony's San Diego Studios are well known for Little Big Planet karting, Mod Nation Racers, and medieval moves for the PlayStation Move. But you're probably more curious about the free-to-play game Kill Strain coming out July 19th, being developed completely under wraps by Sony. The stealth release, free-to-play asymmetric team shooter is much in the way of Evolve, and borrows some style from the game Helldivers. The game offers a 4 vs 4 vs 2 asymmetric gameplay style, allowing up to 10 people to play at any given time. Essentially think 2 teams of Helldivers face off against each other, with another team of monsters playing against them. I personally think this is a pretty interesting way of marketing a game, dropping it into the PlayStation Store with next to no hype or marketing behind it, other than the release trailer that was released today. Hopefully this pays off for Sony, and in the long run, maybe they can promote a trend of people working on a game without really being pushed to prove the concept to the public, and focusing on the actual fun aspects of making a game. I certainly encourage other game companies to think this way and develop a game completely before they decide to market it, even if they have one day to market it and sell it. This, of course, is a free-to-play game, which seems like their way of saying this is an experiment, and if the experiment goes well, more stealth release games will come out and more people will be pleasantly surprised to see a new game in their online catalog. And with that, all the gaming news from the past week and anything else I found interesting is done. And also, another episode of Gaming Pigeon Special Delivery. I hope you enjoyed it, and once again, I hope you find yourself back at the Gaming Pigeon blog. And if you can't find yourself there, at least try to find yourself at the former #1, Twitter, following us at TG Pigeon Tweets, and following us on the Tumblr at The Gaming Pigeon. And with that, this has been Stefan with The Gaming Pigeon, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you have a great week, and as always, good gaming, everyone.